team has arrived. Loud a bit stuck in an impasse here, as Verdi opens some things up, but still taking their time. Spike a little bit toyed with at the same time that this flank continues to activate. Pancata causing problems while the rest of MIBR have to deal with the diffuser. No one's spotted this out. ASPAS can't see top sight from his position.
Such great crossfires to clear.
Oh, here it's going to be the Harbor ult into the site. Shenum finds the first kill. As MIBR hold their ground, and all of these stuns onto the ground, revealing some of MIBR's positions. Other Louds, on the other hand, trying to get back into the site. ASPAS throws a couple of one-ways for himself to stall out as Kalanzine gets onto the Raptor. These kills are going Loud's way, seemingly. Hold on. Loud just snatched this round away, but they need to get on the spike. And there's not a whole lot of time. It's not going to happen. Verdi has to get away there. As the game of chicken in mid-tube unfolds. Again, it's Luke Show, taking his moment.
He's so willing to make plays on the Omen. Now in mid, Shenum faces up, and Robbie's there to contain. Gets another man up for Loud.
First kill of the day for Robbie, and another for Luke Show in A. Give one last showing for the fans this year. ASPAS not connecting on those knives. It's a bit whiffy, and Robbie's up on top site to get 3 kills on the round. ASPAS has to wait for the gas to run away. But a high-low in backside could prove challenging for him as more members of Loud filter into the site. 1-for-1 is all there's going to be at the start. And good work out of Verno and Artazine. The backup squad for MIBR absolutely lay out Loud and force Verdi onto a save.
3 players out heaven.
But Verno's got his own Hunter's Fury. ASPAS to find the first. And now Pancata trading things away as Loud sneak their way into sight. 3 kills, and Kawa sniping one away with the laser.
And now the wall back up, and the remaining players of MIBR split up and locked out.
Loud were really rewarded for the patience. Very different approach to the previous round where they fell apart.
And you see the wrinkle there is they're still flooding out into rafters like they did in that previous round, but they wait just that extra half second for 3 players to be able to group to allow Kawa to fall back and get on a line where that Sovault is going to be super effective.
The Sovault was everything, right? Because players are trying to now run away from that ability. That Luke Show snuck around the other side of jail. Even though his teammates have fallen, he now has to get out of there, completely revealed up, and MIBR again in a 5-on-3. Let's see how they convert. Verdi and Pancata still looking for the moments, this time not connecting on the first shot. And that second kill is traded. Now what is ASPAS doing? Dropping down, trying to Goomba stomp Robbie. But he's the one taken out of the equation. And now another angle taken through a smoke. MIBR are playing completely on their own. And it's not going well. A lockdown to try and equalize. Verno still on top site. Trying to call his team to the win, but a 1-on-1. Verdi's got to try and find this pocket back in the corner. Just barely enough for him. Time pressure now underway. First Nano out. Trying to hear if there's a second. Has no clue where this final player could be. Get a little bit of confidence, take some of these fights, but he waits for his teammates to group up with him. Artson holding him down. And this hold is looking strong for MIBR. ASPAS still going on a long flank all the way around the world. There's no way this operator survives it, because here is he.
Space up mid, but getting watched. Kawa, so swift to police that angle.
There's still 2 players going on the flank for Loud. MIBR have no real territory to play with, so they go for a vertical harbor wall, some chances to fight back into Snowman with that, but for now, taking their sweet time.
But Loud is so happy here. They have a 5-on-3, they're all grouped together. They'll just trade this one out and try to win. Only win condition for MIBR is that ult for Artson, and ASPAS going crazy off of it.
ASPAS right now with a lot of green in his face, nothing to look at. Oh my word, Pancata saves his teammate's life. There wasn't a gun in Luke Show's hands, but there is in ASPAS's.
Where's the ult?
Still the spike being stuck. I don't think MIBR like their odds in this round. From the circle of death as ASPAS scale into the side, but Pancata manages the pick. Again, Louder finding every single kill as MIBR move in one by one. Artson realizes the error of their previous round, so wants to get up himself, get it done all on his own. And he's done good so far, but Pancata is still there in mid. And now backed into B main. Not a chance there. Loud do not have their guns out. They think this turret is protecting them, but it's baiting them. And the dash is an extra layer of bait as Cortesia finds a shot on the outro. ASPAS gets away with the majority of his HP. Sure, Loud might have this lurk and have the A site, but they're down a man.
So how do you play a 3v4 in your post plant? Someone has to step up and try and make the play. Catch someone off early. And Robbie fancies himself the man to do so. Tucks in a deep angle. A complimentary one with Verdi ready to swing from screen.
Robbie needs some... So what?
A galat!
Verdi just eliminates two. Now it's Loud in the lead. Robbie's still a problem in the corner here, and he does nicely for his two. That was such a nice shot out of Verdi.
Show me the collateral. It's like, we don't get you there.
Man. And, well, it's not going to get them quite all the way to the B side. A bit of a breakdown under tube. The axle has been snapped in half.
More like 60K miles.
Yeah. Only the newly replaced, I don't know enough about cars, Luke Show is going to get them back into the site. But we're in a 2-on-4 now.
Yeah.
It's not looking so hot.
MIBR ready with the double swing. Verdi goes up the rope and has a fight towards...
Oh, this is bold.
Cortesia.
This is bold from Verdi. Nice spamber return fire out of Artson. Pushes Kawa away from the site.
Don't see how Kawa can win this. 1v3, just the Guardian would need perfection.
Especially with how MIBR are taking their time, playing for the utility. This is a comp that they've been playing for absolutely forever. And the Cove is ready to retake.
Verdi's
Get into
deep.
it quickly. Luke Show stunned up, knocked out by Artson. Our eyes move to Verdi, trying to carve some way into the site. The rest of his team moving back towards A with Robbie BK on this lurk into ASPAS. It's all over the place from Loud. Solo players trying to make some kind of a mark, but they just fall one by one, Mimi.
That kills the round.
Loud are putting down a lot of utility just to guarantee Robbie can get the spike on the ground. And
Robbie,
now
you're in
he's
a molly.
burning away, and I don't know if he knew.
Hello?
What just happened there?
He had the lockdown too. They won't have that tool anymore.
An absolute disaster. Now Cortesia up from top side finds the first, a little messy back yellow. But MIBR continue on towards the hunt. Push wall now to push these players back. The lockdown means there's no chance. He just full took this with confidence while the team slowly drones in around the other side of main. And now with the ping of the darts, Shenum finds his mark. Looking down from above is the Jet as MIBR continue forward on the approach. And Kata held. Loud manage a kill.
But the pit is still up. They can just stick onto this spike for Verno.
And look at ASPAS, he's still gliding down at them. There's just no real way to hold them and the spike at the same time. It is over, diffused, even as the kills go Loud's way. Or Snowman with the fake smoke like you're talking about, and he's here. Beautifully done from Luke Show. The rest of the team ready to escalate in towards mid. ASPAS has the operator in hand, and with Cortesia locking down mid. I mean, this round is just all over the place. Great work out of Luke Show. Verno holds, but these two players of Loud have managed to retrieve the spike, have taken him out of the equation as well. And Shenum, who tapped into so much in the last round, now forced to do it in a 1-on-3.
Spike planted.
The paranoia to push him back. No chance in the world now that his spot's been given up. It is time to run, my friend, because they're closing in from every angle. And utility to follow, and now the Armageddon enters the equation. Shenum is struck first, and MIBR begin to close in. Loud forced all back. Robbie's left on his own. Goes down with the ship. The rest of Loud escapes the lifeboats. But they're not going to have any impact from back there. Cow and Zine faced with too much. Loud all too much. ASPAS sees the teleport and waits his moment. Ready for Verdi up top too. I mean, he's just in the thick of things. A nice Hunter's Fury as MIBR continue to hold their ground on site. Cortesia up on top. Loud with a lot of work to do to grab the spike and still plant. 3 HP.
Last player standing.
And Verno deals with him. Pancata forced to walk into the spit. Down low himself. The spam is good. That spike still no pressure on it, but Shenum secures the kill through the smoke. And we're all tied up, Mimi.
Had to be Robbie, and he couldn't do it that round.
Looking for a moment himself right on the other side of this wall. Spammed away by Verdi, and they've cleared a path into the site. Loud even on the half buyer, still finding their mark. Luke Show takes his timing. And now this freestyle round out of Loud is paying off dividends.
And that's the Harbor Dead. That's your most important player on these retakes. Loud fighting up this time. Verdi ready to contest against Cortesia, but he dives for it.
Still out in the open. But Pancada's picked up a rifle. Now he wants a chance at the turn. The delay as Shenum gets a kill from up on Raptors, again dominating on those angles. But MIBR, you can see they're a little bit reserved. Worried about all these close angles, waiting for Loud to come into them. And while this round started off looking a little bit sketchy, even against the light bite, is Shenum to see things through. Not sure if that tagged him, but his teammate certainly was. ASPAS takes his down, but now inside of the smoke, it's ASPAS for two. MIBR just eviscerate Loud in A main. We knew they were playing for a lot. Champ still on the line for MIBR. And they're making every round count in this second half. One more that just barely slipped away in a stage that was close, but ultimately not close enough. Pancada drops into the smoke. It's a summary execution. MIBR take map 1.
What a comeback that was.
I mean, surely it's got to come. This fault line doesn't connect. The flash does force the turn, but it's a 1-for-1 at minimum. And now Loud have one player on every angle, closing around MIBR. The smoke protects the spike, but Luxio's made his way in, pops in like a silent assassin. And by the time he falls, it is too little too late. Shenum can't do anything. Loud will take the pistol. Right.
Oh, he's going for it.
Wow, just through the smoke. But this is again a Luxio with a Ghost in hand, but it does force Loud to accelerate into the stack. 3 players here, and that classic is doing damage. There's still 2 players in backside. Pancada and Kalanzine, brothers in arms, have to somehow get back in here. But it's now down to 30 seconds left. Kalanzine slips through the smoke. That'll be the first. But still, the support is a little bit slow, pulls away from the kill. And ASPAS is taken down. So it's 2-on-2 now. Paranoia maybe a little bit early.
Spike planted.
As the spike is stuck through, but again, Verno catches a nice timing. And Pancada in a 1-on-2.
Phantom at his feet.
Early spam, switches over to the Phantom. Just trying to full bait it through, but he doesn't know if it's being stuck. At some point, he's gonna run out of bullets. At some point, MIBR are going to swarm, and it's Shenum.
To play here.
Unless you're in front of it. And then it does absolutely nothing, and that's exactly where Shenum is. First kill goes his way, but Verno's still under fire. And Loud have actually made their way into the site. Now numbers for them, and didn't have enough muscle behind it, so it comes up just shy, and Luxio's Guardian. The sole gun that came into the round continues to decimate MIBR. Cortesia now swung from every angle, left, right, high, low. And ASPAS, who was first on the rotate, can't really do much unless there's just no way. The player you highlighted is now facing exactly the wrong way. Shut away, and you know, Mimi, when I said back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back thrifties, I meant it. It is continuing for MIBR.
Again, slid into the aftershock.
2 seconds left.
But all he needs is one true shot. Something to stop the spike from going down with his teammate getting the kill in spawn. That will be enough stall. And MIBR will take it. But they have the Rolling Thunder, and here is Verdi going on through. Great utility into the corner. Nice shots from him as well. As Loud get their way onto the site. Even a blast kill into spawn. Assisted by the leg tag out of Verdi. Still seeking his mark. And the spike down bottom. Trash is cleared by Cortesia. 1-for-1 to open it. Still no comfortable position in sight for Loud. That spike out in the open. But Pancada has an ultimate to recover. Is he just going to go for a timing? This guy is so aggressive, and it pays off wonderfully. Only one may not be enough for him. That forces Shenum into a 1-on-3 with 15 seconds left on the clock. So much to do with a Paranoia to push them back. And now creeping into the attacker's smoke. He is laid out. Artson knows he has to look into it. It's a nice shot, but Pancada have an angle on anyone just yet. And now with this Paranoia coming down, Loud have made their mark. Artson, the only one to hold the line. And now that Luxio snuck into Boba as well, the rotates can't even come in to stall away the spike. A Hunter's Fury try and punish Luxio on the retreat to punish MIBR from rotating in, as a matter of fact.
Shenum needs to clear the close corner. A 1v1 against Luxio.
Might have found a timing. That's nice from him.
Finally starts to work his way out.
It's on Shenum here. And he rips Pancada's head off. Now Robbie with the dart to try and spam, but he's only got 11 bullets in the tank. Make that 8. This is being stuck through, and he's got nothing left.
Go. Okay.
Dart went right there. And ASPAS hits the floor. Verdi on the opener. There's nowhere really for Shenum to go. He barely slips away, and Verno's there to hold him out. Great work from the leader.
Spike down A.
And this has kept things even after a tough entry.
These MIBR players are very split up. Artin making his play.
That is crazy. Look how far away Corteja's on the map. But that dart hitting him, that's more time added to the clock. Now he moves on forward, 1 for him, but a nice response out of the rookie.
Show presence.
Shenum pushed up in mid, this B main push. Eliminated by Luke Show, now the one-on-one, Luke Show versus Shenum. That is, if Shenum doesn't manage to get out of here either way, Louder blitzing in towards the site. It's a bit all over the place, and Pancata here's the omen, oh no! It's a catastrophe. Now Luke Show,
Enemy remaining.
head posted the wrong angle.
Planted.
This should surely be MIBR's time to tie it up. Verdi stuck in a corner with no help. Instead, 3 players in a crossfire towards top mid.
Ooh, the double swing. ASPAS destroys the supporting staff of Loud. And now Shenum here on the offline. That's gonna be 1, that's 2. And this round slips away from Loud in just a moment.
Same scenario as the previous, where it's Verdi left in an unwinnable clutch.
MIBR just had exactly the right position to punish Loud going for the fake.
Loud have seemed to really struggle in these rounds where their initial ideas exploded a bit, and
they start to move on forward. ASPAS comes on through with the overdrive, lines them up, and Louder holding their own. 3 kills as they lock themselves into the site. Shenum just holding the left side, wasn't anywhere close.
how many can he get?
First one, oh no!
Oh no, he doesn't hit a shot!
It's bad. It's just not what you want to see.
Oh, they're gonna lose the round 2.
And ASPAS lands a couple of nice shots, but he's on 13 HP. There's nothing more you can do than that, surely not. Not even the time to plant the spike if there were. Right first.
Okay, we break trick number 1.
ASPAS has a kill towards Shop. Things looking good for MIBR at the start here, especially now with Luke Show down on nothing, getting pushed around the back. And ASPAS isn't done just yet. MIBR, aggressive to a fault sometimes in these post plants, but when ASPAS is turning flashes like that, lined up for 4 kills, and having aces stolen, threaten the cross from Market. Luke Show is completely left alone. Almost drags it over for a 2nd kill. Corteja angles forward, Robbie's there.
His team's still Market. Finally, they're gonna make their play into sight.
There's
and now
not
it's
a lot of
Robbie
time.
who's a bit isolated.
Everything sort of on ASPAS now to pinch down into Robbie. The Rolling Thunder just a little bit too late, countered out on the other side. Everybody's stunned up, but it's Loud. They're up a man when all is said and done.
Spike planted.
Now doubled up into Market, coming in for the swing. Looked close.
Pancata's finally here. He brings the paranoia. But Shenum's gonna be able to try and isolate a fight. He wants to play close on this smoke and kill them as they come through.
Oh, I like his odds from back here, but Verdi on a little fadeaway.
That'll shoo the Cypher away, but which way does MIBR want to go on this fight? 3 players ready to duel top mid.
I mean, there's just no way this goes well for MIBR unless they're finding spam kills to lead. It goes wonderfully. As soon as that crossfire is broken with Corteja left around in mid, this round just falls apart.
Loud in the first half put such a premium on, or rather MIBR on fighting into mid, on controlling that space constantly.
I feel like Kawazine is fully aware of this. They're holding for it.
Did he see the edge of ASPAS, or just a suspicion in the back of his head?
Seems
Either
like
way,
they must have. Now with 30 seconds left onto the clock, MIBR
left.
inching forward, hoping that one of these fights will eventually go their way. Corteja to challenge and to find. And now the spam kill too. What is going on? Both teams playing with seemingly unlimited awareness.
and no smokes, no breach. This retake became a hell of a lot harder.
That's Luke Show laying down the neural theft. Information of 2 players elbow, 1 player back on slant. Corteja under immense pressure and taken out of the round. Now Verno not finding the same success with his own Hunter's Fury, but will manage to kill at the end. Shenum too. But the spike is pulled away from, and Shenum takes 2 in the round for MIBR. Keep your eyes on Verno. He's been full spotted out, wanted to get active. up on the line towards shop. Same thing out of Artzen. I mean, MIBR are looking for a little bit much here. Birdie has 2 with the Stinger, and already some pressure onto the spike. These MIBR players stuck back into elbow. Are you joking?
Yeah, round's over. There's no one who can stop the defuse.
Loud, recalled to deal with Shenum, and even they can't do it without going 1-for-1.
And for the small cost of losing 2 players to kill Shenum, you've also completely lost the A site and your smokes player.
Let's see if the post plan is better for MIBR this time around, if they even get to plant the spike, because Birdie's already in the thick of things. Now, a moment to breathe.
Spike planted.
Zine realizing that his lurker is 1.5 miles away. Doesn't want to wait too long to get back in.
Luxio has to break a trip, so they know Cow is alone.
Cow already up in front, already trying to track against Verno, but it's not going to hold. Luxio in a 1-on-3, brought it down already. But look at where ASPAS is playing back into spawn. I mean, good luck. Not a whole lot you can do. Corteja already peeked the spike again, so Luxio has to get back onto the spike. He's so worried, there's so many angles. And the second he makes his mind up, these pesky thrifties. Birdie into the thick of things, and Artzen mows them down. This round is cooked. Corteja in mid will fall to the soul gun purchased. So Luxio keeps some options alive. Zine in backside drops. And now a Viper's Pit to lock things up, keep tabs on shop as probably VK on 0 HP creeps straight into it and is promptly taken out of the picture. MIBR, the thick of things, as ASPAS has worked his way all the way up into Boba. VK stabs him in the back and gets 2 kills. The new addition to Loud in stage 2. Coming over after not having an opportunity post-kickoff in Europe. Now boxed up with MIBR approaching from every angle. He's again found a moment to pounce 4 kills. Proud of the leader. That spike out in the open. Corteja recovers it.
Flank coming through main. It's the rookie in a 1-on-3.
Utility up in his face. The flank around the corner and a slide. He's done well to bring it close, but 5 bullets in the chamber. That won't be enough.
1
to do it all, to wrap things up here.
30 seconds left.
Has to be patient, and he is. 25 seconds now.
And the door's open. He can run to A.
He's out. He slipped through the crack, and he's holding for it. Corteja says no. This ends here. MIBR take it off the back of the rookie.